affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning. Ring, 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 your future is bright. With the Accel loan, help your kids start right. Backpacks, the uniform is on. Accel Finance will let them to succeed. No worries, no stress. We got your back at the Accel loan and keep them on track. Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning.
Accelerate your kids' education today with an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning.
Alrighty, and we say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we have a few things to tell you about. We have to say we have gotten back our YouTube channel. YouTube actually blocked us because they said we violated their community rules, which was displayed nudity on our program, on our channel. Well, it was to do with carnival related stuff, so they banned me. I'm like, yo, come on. So happily we are back with you on YouTube. So we have to apologize for you not being able to view the program last night. I'm telling you, YouTube, Lord God. But yeah, we have to start a conversation about what's appropriate, what's not, because you guys are getting my page shut down. You know what I mean? You guys are getting my page shut down. Anyway, anywho's, hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and of course we are here for a few minutes. We're going to talk. So what are we talking about? Scams are all over social media right now. Scams and hacks. It seems like it's Grenada's turn, and hackers and scammers are attacking just about major entities, popular entities, popular individuals, and so again, we shared the business last night. But we're going to talk about. We're also hearing about from the police with regards to how Carnival was, so we'll talk to you about that as well. We got to let you know the headlines brought to you to the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We also have the Accel Finance. Don't forget they've got their back to school campaign on right now, and a lucky parent will win $2,000 scholarship for their child. We'll talk about that. Stay right there. We're coming.
Ring, back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help the joy of learning. Ring, 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 your future is bright. With the Accel loan, help your kids start right. Backpacks to uniform is on. Accel Finance will let them do success. No worries, no stress. We got your back at the Accel loan and keep them on track. Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help the joy of learning.
Accelerate your kids' education today with an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help the joy of learning.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Ma-Base stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
So as I was saying, there are a lot of scams that are going around right now on social media, pretending to be news articles and talking about individuals who've been caught in compromising situations. There was one relating to Ron Redhead. There was one relating to myself as well. And of course, I also noticed that the cyber response unit, they are on top of that, urging people to please be on the lookout for these scams, and they're everywhere about everyone. Like, I don't even know what's the objective of these things. Well, I think I know. It's basically hoping to get people to click on those links, and once you click on those links, it's a wrap. Your devices get bugged, and you can lose your sensitive data. You can also lose monies from the bank, and so it depends on the kind of information that you have on those devices that you give them access to when you click these news when you click these news articles, so please be on the lookout, all right, because these scams are serious. Now, here's another thing that I've learned about these scams. You might click on that scam today and realize, well, nothing happened to my phone. 365 days later, it activates. Sometimes months later, a year and a half later, it activates because, of course, they want to make sure that you are not able to trace where the compromise is. They are very clever about the way they do things. First of all, I saw that these articles are pretending to be from Now Grenada. You understand? So they understand that, okay, Now Grenada is a news entity in Grenada, and then he talks about Mikey's mic being open and not knowing that it's recorded because they know it's a recorded program I'm doing. So they know exactly what it is that they're doing, and they're hoping that you'll be gullible enough to click these links and give them access to your devices and your sensitive information. Please, again, be on the lookout. And it was just last night we were talking about that, with some other things from the Ministry of Education, and boom, right after we left the program, a meeting, when me pawn link, I'll go, no. When me pawn link, I'll go, no, I'm going to break internet, and I watch that. It's not about no article, I think, I'm breaking the internet myself. Yeah, that's that. Oh my gosh, yeah, but after how many years, after 20-something years of being in the media, never been involved in a scandal. So if you think that it could be no, nothing so. And then again, last night when I saw the thing, I said, you know what, I don't care. Because if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. You understand? You understand? If you find you have to prove yourself after you've been out there, you think you've been out there enough for people to know you, they say, nah man, Mike, you can go do that. Nah man, this person go do that. You find yourself having to explain yourself still, then nah, don't explain yourself. If everything that you have done in all, and that's separating now, if everything that you have done in your life is not enough to prove who you are, and something comes up and you find you have to explain yourself to people, just tell me whatever. Believe what you want. You understand? Whatever. If you want to believe something that you sing for the first time, that ting, 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 go ahead. versus what you know about the person for their entire life, go ahead. You understand? So that's a separate note. No, that's for you. That's an advice to you. If you think you have shown yourself enough to your friends, and then something comes up, and you find yourself having to explain not to nobody. Well, unless you do it. We are hearing from the police now. They say that we have come to the conclusion of Spice Mass 2004 that although there were areas of major concern, they say, major concern, those were their words, the activities throughout the season were generally safe and enjoyable for everyone in attendance. Regrettably, there was a notable rise in reported offenses this year compared to last year. In 2024, there were 37 reported incidents, whereas in 2023, there were 19. Yeah? 19. They almost doubled that. From 19 to 37. This represents an increase of 18 incidents, an equivalent to 95%. Yeah. It says that property crimes accounted for 51.35% of the total reported incidents, harm offenses 32.43%, and sexual offenses 16.21%. During the St. George's Juve, 1 shooting and 1 stabbing were reported. Following investigations into the shooting, 1 firearm and 3 rounds of ammunition were confiscated. 24-year-old Jaleel Anthony Thomas, unemployed of Black Bay St. John, was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. Possession of a firearm with intent to cause injury, possession of ammunition, discharging a firearm, and causing public terror. Jalil will be the first, I think, might just be one of the first persons to be charged under the new amended gun law. So if it holds, if those charges hold, Jalil will face a long period in prison. I don't have the law in front of me, but he's not getting less than 10 years in prison. If those charges hold, 10 might just be the minimum. It might just be the minimum, right? If I'm not mistaken. Just for the gun possession alone. But remember the other serious charges as causing public terror, discharging the firearm in a public space, and 3 counts of attempted murder. That's 3 counts of attempted murder. That's according to the new law, that's going to be crazy time in prison if it holds. Additionally, 1 stabbing was reported during the Sauteurs Juve. Following investigations into the incident, Lonil Tanis, 20-year-old unemployed individual of Tivoli St. Andrew, was arrested and charged with the offense of causing dangerous harm. Furthermore, 61 vehicular accidents, including one of a serious nature, were reported between Friday 9th and Tuesday 13th August 2024, as compared to 63 accidents with one of a serious nature for the corresponding carnival period in 2023. So in terms of vehicular accidents, that kind of like remained the same. All right, this reflects a decrease of just about 2 accidents in 2024. Despite these challenges, members of the Royal Grenada Police Force demonstrated, they say, commendable vigilance and effectiveness in the execution of their duties, thus successfully resolving several altercations and confiscating a substantial number of offensive weapons. All right, including a firearm, cutlasses, knives, and scissors. The action of our police officers, they say, played a key role in preventing other crimes. The Royal Grenada Police Force expresses sincere appreciation to members of the general public for their cooperation and support during the carnival season. They say that they like to remain steadfast in their commitment to ensuring that safety and security is present in all communities. Yeah. I noted a thing. Let me see if I get it for all you. Y'all remember that little incident, right? With the dog. Was it in Fort Judy? And they beat up the man. Hmm? White people, as they say, beat up the man. Hmm? And then there was protests and all kind of thing like that. Well, you know that matter was in court, right? Papayo. Well, since then the man had died, right? He eventually died, but you know the case continued. Well, his estate, Evan Smith, was this right? Right. Mm-hmm. Well, he was against the Covenant family. Well, the man win the case even after being deceased, and the High Court has ruled that the couple must pay his estate $67,000 in special and general damages. All right, $67,000 in general and special damages. Some say, well, that's still not enough, but it's just instructive to note as an update to the matter that he eventually won the case, but it's just that he would not be able to reap the benefits of it. You understand? I just remember how emotional that was when the wife of the deceased was explaining the whole situation. It was tough. Anyway, let's move on. You know, those things touch me, you know. Yeah, boy. You know, his wife was pleading, and eventually she lost him. So, CXC say that they want more emphasis to be placed on literacy and numeracy as the Caribbean Examination Council. They're urging the region to prioritize the teaching and learning of fundamental English language and mathematics skills as students continue to face difficulties in these areas. Recently, the Ministry of Education organized a 2-day workshop for principals and teachers to introduce them to new softwares and design. It's kind of like designed to enhance the teaching of literacy and numeracy. All right, so that is an area that's lacking a lot. A lot. To me, English is the hardest subject you could ever teach somebody. English is just hard. So imagine having to develop strategies and so on to get people to retain what they teach. Where English is just hard. Between English and math, I don't know which one harder. You understand? So many different. Listen, well, math is easier than English because you could pull a calculator anytime. In fact, ask anybody from the accountants or anybody who has anything to do with numbers and mathematics, they don't go doing trigonometry and Pythagoras theorem and all these things using pen and paper and pencil and paper and rubbing off and doing board mass or whatever, you understand, bracket off. Nobody in doing that. So I could give mathematics a blight and say, you know, math's not that serious. But English, oh my God. What applies here doesn't apply there. And so many intricate things where English is concerned. You all realize how hard. Listen, English should be like for about 3 years straight alone. But you expect them to learn it an hour a day or a couple hours a week for 5 years, and for us to get it done back, it's hard. There's a difference in amount and numbers, and you would think amount and number, well, what's the difference? One is quantifiable, one is non-quantifiable. Like, what the hell? Who cares? You understand what I'm trying to say? You understand? There's so many different things that you have to deal with where English is concerned. Yeah, that. So y'all, I hear the Minister of Education saying that now you have to finish school at 18. So you are now bound to be in a student until you're 18. Right? I hope in all that consideration in terms of the time you spend, y'all give us some more time with English. I kid you not. Make it, probably even make it compulsory. Yeah, from all the way down. come up because it is a struggle. You understand? You could never know enough where English is concerned because where one thing can be applied in one scenario, it cannot be applied in the next scenario. All right? You have subordinate and independent clauses. You have the punctuations, how and when you should be able to use the punctuations. Listen, it's just cray. You understand? Anyway, let's leave that talk. So, there seems to be planning, a hero's welcome. That's right. A hero's welcome for our Olympians. We're talking about nationwide motorcade. You hear me? Nationwide motorcade, as well as a rally that will take place at the Lasages playing field. I believe that is going to be taking place on Sunday. Understand? There's also going to be a welcome for these Olympians, as we will call them, right? That will be happening at the airport. So you'll have ministers and things like that. I'm trying to find the business here. Wait. I'm trying to find the exact thing. But yeah, so that's what it is. You understand? The minister said it for me. I was just trying to look for the exact details so I could share it with you. But the amount of porn I've seen popping up on my thing now, porn and people calling to sell me cars. And the porn is being sent by legitimate friends that I had. So that tells me that their social media pages, listen, it's crazy. The amount of pages that's been hacked. The Pure Grenada page, as he has set a thing for, what you call it, Vietnam on the Pure Grenada page. So that tells me that the Pure Grenada page has also been compromised. Would you imagine that? And that's a big deal. That with Pure Grenada page or there, dog. You understand? So that's what people will be seeing all over the world. And they may not even know that the page is compromised. Or can I think, you know? And they're infusing legitimate stuff in it too. So they infuse a two thing about Grenada, but it's the hackers that's doing it. So yes, look at the details here. Yeah. So it says here that the government of Grenada will on Saturday, August 17 and Sunday, August 18, host ceremonies to honor the achievements and representation of all of the country's participants in the just concluded Paris Olympics. The island's three Olympic finalists, Anderson Peters, Kiwani James, and Lyndon Victor, will arrive on Saturday. The team will be greeted by government officials, sports associations, executives, and family members. Grenadians, you are invited to join the greeting party outside of the airport at 2 p.m. The weekend's activities will also include a national motorcade on Sunday, August 18, and the recognition rally at the Lasages playing field. The motorcade will begin at 9 a.m. at the Mont Rouge and head westward, passing through Gulf, Kiwani James's hometown, and down the eastern coast, including Soubise, Anderson Peters' home, and then it will go down to Lasages, and that's the home parish of the athlete Lyndon Victor. So then there's going to be a rally there. And Sunday, you can expect the Prime Minister to make announcements and things like that. And understand? So all you prepare yourselves for that business. So it's going to be a nice weekend. Saturday and Sunday are day in da. You understand? So, anyway, I see we're running out of time. Let me take a quick break and come back. And when I come back, we'll have for you the national report and the weather. Stay right there. Okay? I have something else to tell you, but I keep in my mind. You know? But anyway, although I feel I should go harass her. And I just decided I don't want to always plait me hair. You know, it's not good for the scalp. So I say, all right, I'm giving it a month to relax. So just plait it like this, you know, put it in like a singles. And when I pass, you know, say, Mikey, you want to try the locks? And I say, if I try the locks, boy, no, I get real girls. No, I'm trying to put me in problem, but get real girls. Yeah, I double the face and then I'll break up my living. And I said, when in good house, bad house, just call you. Who sing that song? Her name, what's your name? Her name? Valin. When you're in good house, bad house, just call you. Nah, good. You understand? See, we're coming back.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning. Ring, 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 your future is bright. With the Accel loan, help your kids start right. Backpacks, the uniform is on. Accel Finance will let them do success. No worries, no stress. We got your back at the Accel loan and keep them on track. Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning.
Accelerate your kids' education today with an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance, help the joy of learning.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Ma-Base stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
This is the GIS News for Thursday, August 15th, 2024. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, first batch of QR codes dispersed for government's uniform and school supply program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on, people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me, no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Welcome back. The first cohort of beneficiaries under the government's Uniform and School Supply Program received their QR codes this week to facilitate back-to-school shopping. The program gives assistance to families with students in both primary and secondary institutions who are preparing for the new term. Government transitioned from vouchers to cashless transfers in 2021 and collaborated with a regional financial technology company to guide the process. Senior ICT officer in the Ministry of Education, Kate Dikoto, said the ministry dispersed the first batch of 700 codes this week to families following thorough evaluation of the applications from the various schools island-wide.
We are using the same digital solution as the last 2 years. That involves the generation of QR codes with assigned monetary values that will be sent to each beneficiary. Right, that beneficiary will then use that QR code to obtain authorized products or school uniform supplies from the different vendors that we have listed, or the authorized vendors. Now, this QR code is sent via text messages to the beneficiary's phone. You'll find a message with a link. It has a URL, a link to a website. Pressing that link will then open up the QR code with the monetary value assigned to it. I want to encourage parents to screenshot the QR code so that if you do not have internet or data access when you're at the merchant, you wouldn't have problems accessing the QR code itself. A matter of fact, the QR code you must have internet access to access the QR code.
Families with students in primary schools have a limit of $250 and for secondary school a limit of $400, which vary based on the number of beneficiaries per household. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Aaron Francois, said special arrangements are being made for students in Carriacou and Petite Martinique as part of relief for families following Hurricane Beryl.
We are targeting under the program to provide all our students there with support. And so Carriacou, we are beginning to make the arrangement to roll out the program in Carriacou. So shortly you would hear Carriacou would hear more about the program. But the intention is to give all the students, and given the level of devastation, damage that Hurricane Beryl caused there, the government has decided that we are going to support all the students there in terms of getting supplies, school supplies, and uniform assistance.
Consultations were held with more than 30 merchants or vendors from various parishes who will provide supplies for the program this year. Dikoto outlined what can be purchased using the codes.
The list of uniform supplies that can be obtained from the approved vendors or merchants in category, we have uniform items such as pants, shirts, shoes, skirts. We have paper products such as book covers, coloring books, copy paper, drawing books, exercise books, notebooks, writing supplies, your pen, your pencil, your crayon, stationery and office supplies like your erasers, your rulers, school bags and lunch bags, lunch kits, technical stuff, tools such as calculators, geometry sets, T-squares, even sewing supplies such as buttons, fasteners, ribbons. All those can be obtained from the approved merchants.
Beneficiaries will receive a text message from 1-878-231-3486 or email address support@wepaytoday.com. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry, Marine Resources and Cooperatives, Isaac Bagwan, says the ministry is on schedule to roll out its hurricane relief support plan on Monday, August 19th. The plan, initially announced by Agriculture Minister Honorable Lennox Andrew and Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, will provide support and relief to farmers and fisherfolk adversely affected by Hurricane Beryl on July 1st. Grenada's agriculture sector was the hardest hit during the hurricane. Several rounds of assessment were conducted to finalize the measure of support needed by farmers. Crop farmers will receive a one-off income support payment of 9,000 EC dollars or 4,500 depending on the size of the plot. P.S. Bagwan said although 11.6 million EC dollars in relief funds has been allocated for farmers, all payments may not be made on or by August 19th. The ministry is working to complete payments within the 3-month period.
From the Ministry of Agriculture point of view, we are almost ready or almost there. Of course, the assessment would have done prior to the announcement being made. So what we're currently doing is to revalidate the information that we have, in the sense that, for as was announced, as it relates to the crop farmers, as indicated, farmers with acreage of land that is 5 acres and under would receive a one-off payment of 4,500, and farmers above 5 acres would receive a one-off payment of $9,000. So we've had the list of names. Part of the information that we're revalidating, of course, is the bank account and verifying where the payments should be made, because some persons do not want it to go to their account. So we're making arrangements for it to be paid probably via the district revenue offices. So we have that data already. So we are in the process of preparing the various checks to be sent off to the various financial institutions or indications of where the accounts is being indicated to be paid. It's quite a number of persons to be paid.
Fisherfolk and livestock farmers will receive material support to restore their properties to a state of operation.
The minister would have indicated that we are not making cash payment in this regard. Instead, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be procuring the material and then giving it to the affected farmers. So, for instance, in the case of the fisher folks, what would have happened is that we would have received a list of equipment, gears, engines that have been destroyed, etc. We have started to seek various quotations from local suppliers. So once we get, following, of course, the procurement guideline, a reasonable quotation, then we would purchase the item in bulk, and the farmers will receive a voucher from the ministry to go to the particular farm to collect the particular material. So that goes for fisher folks, that goes for livestock farmers, that also goes for persons involved in the bee industry.
P.S. Bagwan explained that the ministry expects livestock and fishers to use the material for the improvement of their craft.
Most of these farmers, except for, of course, the cocoa and the nutmeg, they do not have an insurance. And as such, government would have understand the situation and the impact and the loss of income for many of those persons. And we understand that, of course, in terms of crop production, except for vegetables, which you could get within a 3-month period, or the other root crops or other long-term crops would take a longer time. So it is meant for the farmers to, livelihood support. So we have no restrictions in terms of what they would do with that money. So probably they may put it back into the particular agriculture sector, or probably they may use it for livelihood allowances. So we don't have no restriction on that. Of course, with the material assistance, we do expect that it would go directly to the impacted farm or the enterprise. So we would validate, visit prior to making the giving the material, and of course following up to make sure that the material have been used for the intended purpose.
The Royal Grenada Police Force says while the 2024 Carnival season was generally safe and enjoyable, there was a concerning rise in reported offenses this year when compared with last year. The RGPF says there were 37 reported incidents, whereas in 2023 there were 19. This represents an increase of 18 incidents, equivalent to 95%. Property crimes accounted for 51.35% of the total reported incidents, harm offenses 32.43%, and sexual offenses 16.21%. During the St. George's Juve, 1 shooting and 1 stabbing were reported. Following investigations into the shooting, 1 firearm and 3 rounds of ammunition were confiscated. 24-year-old Jaleel Anthony Thomas, unemployed of Black Bay St. John, was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, possession of a firearm with intent to cause injury, possession of ammunition, discharging an firearm, and causing public terror. The RGPF says 1 stabbing was also reported during the Sauteurs Juve. Following investigations into that incident, 20-year-old Lonel Tanis, unemployed of Tivoli St. Andrew, was arrested and charged with the offense of causing dangerous harm. In addition, 61 vehicular accidents, including 1 of a serious nature, were reported between Friday 9th and Tuesday 13th, 2024, compared with 63 accidents, 1 of which was of a serious nature, for the corresponding Carnival period in 2023. This reflects a decrease of 2 accidents in 2024. Despite these challenges, a release from the RGPF says members demonstrated commendable vigilance and effectiveness in the execution of their duties, thus successfully resolving several altercations and confiscating a substantial number of offensive weapons, including a firearm, cutlasses, knives, and scissors. It added that the actions of our police officers played a key role in preventing other crimes. We'll be back after this break.
Are you thinking about buying a vehicle? Did you find a company on social media? Stop. It may be a scam. Look out for the following red flags. Is the price lower than other dealers? Does it seem too good to be true? Are you sending the monies to the US even though you are ordering the vehicle from Japan? Does the address on the invoice match the address on the payment details? Are conversations limited to WhatsApp text? Is there a sense of urgency placed on you by the seller? You are about to be scammed. Do not take your hard-earned cash or even worse, a loan to send to these scammers. Once the money leaves Grenada's shores, you are not likely to get it back. Consider buying a vehicle already on island from an individual or a car dealer. Beware of these scammers. If in doubt, it's best to stay out. A message from the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Agriculture and the National Training Agency have signed a memorandum of understanding to offer vocational training to 100 young people through the Young Entrepreneurs, Farmers and Fishers in Agriculture and Agribusiness project. Launched in February 2023 and funding by the Caribbean Development Fund, it is a 3-year project with an estimated cost of $1,338,500. One of the primary goals is to provide certified training to individuals aged 16 to 35 within the industry. The signing of the MOU on Thursday marks the official commencement of a 4-month Level 2 Caribbean vocational training program, which will cover areas such as agribusiness management, innovation and modern production technologies, marketing and quality management, and entrepreneurship. Isaac Bagwan, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, highlights that this initiative, which costs $219,000, aims to foster a more innovative and food-secure agricultural sector.
The selection of the participants, as I was mentioned before, we targeted at least 100 young persons up to the age of 35. So we do expect the persons who are presenting themselves and those who are involved, that if they do not have prior learning experience, then we'll be able to do what is required to bring them up to speed so that they could participate in the program, and of course to be certified at the various level so that they can move forward in terms of building their own capacity and building in terms of if that is a career that they would follow in this regard. So we're happy at this point. Again, I want to again express my appreciation for the collaboration with the NTA in terms of the execution of the project.
The training is set to commence in September 2024. Marlene Finlay, CEO of the Grenada National Training Agency, confirmed that the project aligns with the agenda to transform the agricultural sector.
Food security of our nation could only be sustained in an environment that supports continuous learning and training in the agricultural sector. In fact, this partnership could serve as a model for other projects in the region that seek to attract youth involvement in agriculture at the professional and business levels, with a view to broadening and strengthening the productive capacity of the sector in a more sustainable manner. Through the signing of the MOU, the NTA proposes to oversee the training and certification of at least 100 agricultural entrepreneurs, as was said previously. And the expectation is to create a cadre of competent, innovative, enterprising, and entrepreneurial workforce that will begin to move agriculture to the next level in the areas of agribusiness management, modern technologies, including agro-processes and processing and value addition, marketing and quality management, and the use of digital technology in agriculture. The NTA is ideally positioned to provide support for the implementation of all technical and vocational training in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Project Manager for the Young Entrepreneurs, Farmers, and Fishers in Agriculture and Agribusiness Project, Cindy Lewis, notes that participants will gain skills to effectively manage human relations and address various life and work challenges.
At the end of the project, 100 young men and women will receive Level 2 NVQ certification and be equipped with the necessary skills in agriculture entrepreneurship. They will acquire of the method to effectively deal with human relations and other life and work challenges. As we embark on this rewarding and fulfilling journey, which will boost the agriculture sector with young farmers, fishers, agri-processors, and workers, we look forward to an increase in employment, food security, and sustainability, and the successful implementation and partnership with the Grenada National Training Agency and all the other partners who will make this phase of the project a reality.
The Ministry of Education invites qualified Grenadians to submit their applications for teaching positions in specific subject areas at the secondary school level. Positions are available in modern language, English A and B, literacy coordinators, technical, including electronics, technical drawing, building furniture and technology, visual and performing arts, mathematics, and science. Applicants must be 18 years or older and have at least 5 CXC passes, including English language and 2 A-level subjects or their equivalent. Cover letter and curriculum vitae must be addressed to the Chief Education Officer and can be either emailed to registry@moe.edu.gd, mailed in Grenada Postal Corporation, or physically delivered to the registry at the Ministry of Education. Carriacou and Petit Martinique, which were severely damaged by the passage of Hurricane Beryl, remains relatively safe islands, according to Assistant Superintendent of Police Glenn Charles. ASP Charles, second in command at the Carriacou Police Station, has commended Carriacou's police officers for their commitment to duty. Some of them lost their homes during the Category 4 hurricane on July 1st. The police, with support from officers from Grenada, have been providing yeoman service in the aftermath of Beryl.
The police on the island of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, like everybody else, has been affected. They have been impacted, and a lot of the officers have lost complete structures, some of them roof and so on. Yet for all, they continue to stand and hold the ground to ensure that people continue to remain safe. And I applaud the officers on the island of Carriacou and Petit Martinique for the effort and that they have shown in standing their ground and trying to keep people safe, although they themselves have been impacted and some of them lost everything.
The Carriacou police station's roof was reconstructed with support from the Guyana Defense Force and a monetary donation from the US-based Mission Board of the National Baptist Convention. ASP providing an update on the police station.
We have gotten assistance to repair the roof of the Carriacou police station. Basically the entire roof is covered with zinc sheeting. The ceilings are almost about 80% complete, along with electricals and so on. The main building has no standard power. We only have a temporary attachment for lights and so on. So our ACs are not working, so we're in the scorch heat, as you can see, and it's really uncomfortable to sit and get stuff done, but we got to do what we got to do.
The government of Grenada, to improve the level of security on Carriacou and also provide assistance to affected police officers, has provided 4 new vehicles to the Carriacou police station. The vehicles, ASP Charles said, will help to make officers' work easier. We'll be back after this break.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Welcome back. Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, patron of the Cadet Corps Grenada, officially presented 8 cadets with their official instruments, marking a significant milestone in their cadet life. During a ceremony at the Governor General's residence, Her Excellency addressed the cadets and commended them for their dedication, discipline, and commitment to service. She emphasized the importance of upholding their duties in the ranks they hold.
As you all know, during your youthful years, your aim is to become educated when you attend school. You leave primary school, attend secondary school, where you receive the foundation of your education. However, to be a well-rounded person, you need to become involved in some extracurricular activities, and there are so many to choose from. You have young leaders, junior achievers, various sports, drama, and of course you have the Cadet Corps. But why have some of you chosen cadet to be a cadet? But perhaps you aim to pursue a military career, become a police officer, for example. But whatever the reason for becoming involved in extracurricular activities, it goes far beyond the substance of the activity itself. First of all, there are strong bonds of friendship that are developed when you join these organizations.
The Governor General said that the Cadet Corps teaches critical skills that is needed for success.
You learn in such an organization team spirit. You learn to work together as a team. Now the word team, sometimes you see it written up in workplaces to foster that camaraderie and togetherness and to get everything done. Together, each achieves more. So you learn that. And this has far-reaching effects on your performance later in life, in your workplace, in the church organizations that you may belong to. Then you learn communication skills. And in the cadets, of course, you learn the discipline. As you grow older, you will recognize and see the value and importance of being involved in groups of your peers. You will learn so much that you will be stimulated and motivated to succeed. You will learn to grasp opportunities as they arise, and opportunities often come in various forms.
Nigel Noel, Cadet Corps Commandant, charged the officers and stressed the importance of perseverance and the impact of their service to community and beyond.
I will take the liberty to say, we're not proud of me. You hear the laugh? But I hope that they take this opportunity to see that it was worthwhile. They have not been worse off. Because look at, they're sitting in the Governor General's residence now, receiving promotions to the officer level. Okay? So I am very happy to see that. But I'd also like to say that this is not the final step. Many of you, maybe about 5 years ago, I said, you guys are the future of this organization. I said that then, not knowing that I would be the one to make it happen, as we are doing here now. So I want to reiterate that you are still the future of the organization, especially those who have just started the officership in second lieutenant. You have all the way to go to lieutenant colonel for now, okay? So it does not mean that you need to stop that effort and work that you have put out to get here. Bearing in mind that our goal is to ensure that we develop well-rounded citizens of Grenada, which is what the goal of the Cadet Corps is.
On Wednesday, immediately after the Carnival weekend, Carriacou and 15th Martinique recognized their national Carnival queen, Chachelle Alves, third place winner in the Calypso competition, Nashanda Charles, and Leron Joseph, also known as Two Blacks, for their outstanding representation in the 2024 Carnival competitions. During a brief ceremony at the port, Minister for Carriacou and 15th Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrews, congratulated the guests of honor and commended their spirit of resilience amid their ongoing challenges in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. He reiterated government's commitment to invest more in the development of skills and talent of the youth on the island.
The platform has now been given to her on a bigger scale, and that you now need to use this platform to push the agenda that you have been pushing, and think not just only about the now, but the future. So I have absolutely no doubt in my mind, based on my interaction with you and based on the person that I know you are, that you will indeed continue to aim for the stars. And Grenada pageant is just the beginning. What's the whole pageant show again? So Miss World, look out. Miss World, look out. You never know. Keep your eyes on the prize, and you never know what can happen. Nashanda, I love Calypso, and I've been watching you for a very long time, and I know you have it in you. You had it in you, you still have it in you. And it's a pity they didn't say it's a sympathy crown. It's a pity. But you worked extremely hard for it. You were consistent. You failed and you tried again. Last year I know how you felt when you went on that stage and the words wasn't coming out. And you went back with force and vigor this year, and you made us all proud. We were proud of you even before, but you made us even prouder. Keep aiming for the stars. Two Blacks, the fact that you went out and you represented us is enough for us to say thank you, and you must be proud of yourselves. And you know, all this is being done while you too are being affected. Your homes either completely flattened or somewhat affected, and if not affected that much, certainly your friends and relatives are affected one way or the other. So I know that it is having, on all of us, a psychological impact. And for you to stand proud and tall and confident in the midst of this says a lot about you.
This is the first time a contestant from Carriacou has been crowned National Carnival Queen.
I am not only honored, but proud to have represented well the people of Carriacou and 15th Martinique in this year's National Carnival Queen pageant. Today, I stand here as a testimony of the remarkable and resolute spirit of our people. And I want to dedicate this crown to each and every one of you to always strive for excellence in whatever we do. Like a diamond out of a rock, we would emerge beautiful and stronger than ever. Carriacou and Petite Martinique will rise again, better than ever before.
We take another break. Sherry and Noel has a roundup of sports when we return.
Are you thinking about buying a vehicle? Did you find a company on social media? Stop. It may be a scam. Look out for the following red flags. Is the price lower than other dealers? Does it seem too good to be true? Are you sending the monies to the US even though you are ordering the vehicle from Japan? Does the address on the invoice match the address on the payment details? Are conversations limited to WhatsApp text? Is there a sense of urgency placed on you by the seller? You are about to be scammed. Do not take your hard-earned cash or even worse, a loan to send to these scammers. Once the money leaves Grenada's shores, you are not likely to get it back. Consider buying a vehicle already on island from an individual or a car dealer. Beware of these scammers. If in doubt, it's best to stay out. A message from the Financial Intelligence Unit.
Thank you for staying with us. In this GIS Sports Roundup, we bring you information on the 4th annual GCF Chess Summer Camp to kick off on August 19th at the GBSS, along with an update on the preparations of the senior male and female volleyball players who are currently in training for the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association tournament scheduled for the month of October in Antigua.
The Grenada Chess Federation will kick off its one-week annual chess summer camp from Monday, August 19 to Friday, August 23rd at the Grenada Boys Secondary School Auditorium. The camp, which is free of cost, caters for interested players ages 7 and up, with sessions running for 3 hours each day, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This year's chess camp will be categorized into beginners, the less experienced, and the more experienced. Training for beginners covers those who are just learning the basics of the game. The less experienced are considered those who already know the basics of the game and will be taken to the next level, which includes learning specifics, moves to win games. The more experienced will be exposed to advanced aspects of the game to better prepare them for tournaments. Those who have participated in prior chess camps are expected to be placed in the less or more experienced categories for appropriate training. This year's summer camp again takes place under the watchful eyes of Kelvin Daniel, who will serve as its technical director. Daniel, a senior executive member of the Barbados Chess Association, is an accomplished and seasoned chess player, an international chess arbiter, and recognized coach. For over 20 years, he has been coaching chess at primary and secondary schools in Barbados. He is one of only 2 International Chess Federation trainers in Barbados. A trained graduate teacher, Daniel has also represented Barbados at several regional and international tournaments, including the prestigious Chess Olympiad on 3 occasions. Since the last summer camp in August 2023, the GCF has made significant strides, including sending off a junior chess team to St. Vincent and the Grenadines in March 2024. Not only did our junior chess team participate in the March 2024 inaugural Charter Bilateral Invitational Chess Tournament organized by our counterparts in SVG, but they also emerged victorious. The 5-member team, 3 males and 2 females, proudly returned to Grenada with the much sought-after trophy. The chess summer camp will feature friendly tournaments for prizes among the various categories of players. It ends on August 23rd with the distribution of certificates of participation and the award of special prizes at the closing ceremony. Chess increases attention span, enhances critical thinking, helps problem solving, and improves communication. The Grenada Chess Federation also held a national chess tournament in May 2024 and has selected a national chess team to participate in the upcoming Chess Olympiad in Budapest, Hungary. More details of the team members in Friday's Sportscast. Moving now to news of volleyball, President of the Grenada Volleyball Association, Stacey-Ann Lake, says 40 senior volleyball players are presently in training for selection on the national squad that will participate in the senior male and female category of the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association tournament. It will take place in Antigua in October.
You have the senior women first and then the senior men thereafter. They're like
exactly after each other. One is the 18th to the 23rd. The next one starts on the 24th. So both teams have been in training. They have been for quite a while now in preparation. And of course, there's an awesome technical staff that is working with both teams. We have Mr. Raphael Brathwaite, of course, he's a veteran volleyball coach. And we also have Mr. Pierre Nasser, which is an FIVB development coach, along with other local technical staff who have been working with the teams. They are currently training at the Library facility. Training days are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Lake says the GVA is also set to resume the Super League competition that will give the senior players a competitive advantage to put what they have learned in the training sessions into practice ahead of selection for the October competition.
What the Super League will do is actually to have them play matches against other teams. So they really will be put to the test as it relates to their training. In addition to that, we are looking forward as it relates to the teams doing camps in Trinidad, which forms part of the preparation process for the games in October. So immediately after the Super League, we're looking to have them journey to Trinidad, where they will be able to play a series of games against other teams, which is again testing their how ready they are in terms of for the competition.
The Super League, she says, is scheduled to take place at the Library Indoor facility and encourages public support since it will be used to solicit funds to help with expenses for the trip.
Super League starts on the 23rd of August and it runs through until the 27th of September. It's Fridays only at the Library Indoor facility. Come on out, support the players, watch them, let them know that your Grenada is really there supporting them. And then, of course, also is, whatever contribution can you make, sponsor a player, assist the team in terms of their preparation to go, because it is a lot. We have been grateful for some assistance, and there's a lot more that is still needed. And so if, of course, you're there and you want to assist in any way possible, nothing is ever too small, you can always reach out to us and we are more than willing to accept your donation or to work with you in whatever way possible.
And finally, there were victories for Sports Solution Tornadoes and Spartans TT in the under-20 category of the Spice Island Invitational in games played at the Library Indoor facility on Wednesday. Sports Solutions scored 85 points to the St. Andrews Basketball Federation's 39 points. Top scorers for Sports Solution Tornadoes were Jelani Barnes, 17 points, and Jakim Jeleno, 13 points. In Game 2, Spartans TT got the better of St. Mark's Titans with a 15-point victory, 67 goals to 52. Julian Zachary contributed 29 points to Spartans TT victory, while Harry Jahim contributed 12. For the Titans, it was Tyrrell's Burke who top scored with 15 and Zan Dabio with 11. Games continue on Friday 16th. The basketball action will move to the Carriacou Sporting Complex. St. Andrews Basketball Federation versus St. Mark Titans and Spartan TT versus Sports Solution Tornadoes in the under-15 category. In the under-20 category, St. Mark's Titans versus the St. Andrew Basketball Federations and Sports Solution Tornadoes will face off with Spartans TT. The U15 games begin at 3 p.m. and the U20 from 6 p.m. For the GIS Sports Roundup, I am Sherry-Ann Noel.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann. This brings us to the end of the GIS News for Thursday, August 15th, 2024. I am Chris-Ann Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
All right, so thank you to the team at the GIS for that. And of course, we're heading over to the the weather. We're talking about the meteorological services. In terms of the weather, it's expected to be fair to partly cloudy with few light showers. Night's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves up to 4 feet in open waters. Friday's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with I think there's an error. Partly cloudy to cloudy with moderate showers, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 26. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. So that's a weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Bigging up the people who are on YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so we're saying hello to Celine, Marcus, Suzanne, Suzette, Catherine, Gloria, Lenora, and all the people who are usually there. Jennifer, Marcus, who is usually on YouTube. Blessings to you. And of course, we have to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook as well. Blessings to you as well. All right, so Javan, the sharing committee, how are you guys doing? Irene, appreciate you as well. Appreciate you, Java. Bermuda, Bernadette, Adonna, all the people in St. Andrew, St. Patrick, St. David, St. George, Carriacou, and PD Martinic, St. Mark. How are you guys doing? St. John. All right, so blessings to you. And Diana, Curtis, Nova Null. Okay. Yeah. So, what else? Anyway, take care. All right. God bless you and have a good night. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say ja. No. Take care and may God richly bless you. See you guys. What, tomorrow is Friday? Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. We come on, do a thing, short thing. Don't worry, ourselves. Take care.